So Joe Biden on last Wednesday made a speech, and he said that he delegated, all his responsibility, foreign policy and domestic policy, to Kamala Harris. And this was meant to be to give credibility to Kamala Harris to say, hey, look, she is qualified. She's been running foreign policy, domestic policy, but it really, to again, the person who pays attention to what's going on, that's not an endorsement. You look at the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan, what's going on the southern border, the massive amounts of corruption in the tunes of hundreds of billions of dollars. We're talking about, of course, we got Pete Buttigieg running the transportation department, but you look at what happened in Ohio. You look at what's been going on with regard to the ports. To say that, like, imagine Joe Biden saying that, hey, Kamala Harris has been running everything, as if this is a compliment. That's a very backhanded compliment. Now, Joe Biden obviously is demented. He probably didn't think to say this. There are people around him saying, hey, you need to say this because we need to support Kamala Harris for presidency. But it's just, again, these idiots. First of all, obviously they're appealing to low information voters. This is just meant to sound good. This is a soundbite to say, hey, she's qualified. But anybody who's paying attention knows how much of a disaster this administration has been. The whole, the Great Reset and Build Back Better, Bidenomics, with the inflation rate at one point hitting 17%, according to Shadow Stats. People can't afford to buy groceries. You got homelessness. You have the lowest birth rate in history in America. You got, the massive amounts of crime in the last few years, ever since COVID. So, Joe Biden, imagine that. This is a compliment to say that she's been running everything. No, obviously that's not a compliment, but it's humorous nonetheless.